Hallo, tá fáilte roh me sem réid níhaoine, go seo ní ní bhhain, agus tá caramór an ar goidin seo cahall Joe Jack ó Corran. Bhí Joe Jack agus maithir ionta mórlan heile. Your grandfather was Joe Jack?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Fidler, he was a fiddle player from Maharagadal. Agus sin na naite bhar muid Anthony agus maithir a goid ceáil agus non coile fásta.
Well, tá cynneháil go marú mar bhí dethar mór a bhí an agus breile dethar bhain sin fásta PJ agus bu muid le léir hísa te agus brelinn coppla sinna naite dólaán na Highlands a gása fásta agus breile graní bheith an Kitty Rua agus de graní sa Nelly Denny. So bitú háirdainn coppla Highland? Coppla Highland is se an réal. Yeah. So seo Highland a chuid a Puibar a Mór. Hanna get Highland seo ó Tarlaach Simnean Puibar a Mór agus sin taine materna all the way to Galway agus the money musk cean na dhé agus raimisteán sa
Swallow's Tail.
Swallow's Tail. Right. Tí. we were brought up with West Donegal style, where my father would have tunes from his mother and from the great Tarla McSimne directly through his mum. So, like, he'd be playing Highlands and mazurkas and things that you wouldn't really hear them in Dublin that much. You'd hear Sonny's mazurka a lot, but like we had different mazurkas, and also Highlands were very kind of. They would say that's just bad Scottish music you're playing, but now it's regarded as being our identity nearly, where Donegal music has, you know, the Highlands, and you have Strathspeys as well, and mazurkas and barn dances and Germans. Down in Kerry, they have their slides and their polkas, so it just gives more variety within the music, I think, and just maybe eases the ear sometimes. Instead of playing loads and loads of reels and loads of jigs, there's this other tempo there, which makes it all far more interesting.
Fare thee well, lovely Mary, for 'tis now I must leave you to the distant West Indies, my long course to steer. I know very well, love, my long absence will grieve you, but love, I'll be with you in the spring of the year. So do not let my long absence bring any worries on you, love. No, nor any strange notion come into your mind. For although we be parted, we'll be true and loyal hearted. And when I return, love, 'twill be just like old times. I will dress as a sailor, she said, and go with you. In the midst of all dangers, by your side I will stand. And if there be any storms or raging seas around you, I'll be there by your side, love, to obey your command. Your tiny little fingers strong cables could not handle. Your small little feet to the topmast could not go. Your frail and slender body this rough life could not endure, love. Stay at home, lovely Mary, to the seas do not go. The big ship was sailing, lovely Mary sadly wailing. Her red rosy cheeks were as pale as the snow. Her gay golden locks she's continually tearing. shall I e'er see more.
The repertoire definitely, and the Fleadh would be probably more to the more standard, maybe the Sligo style, the Coleman, James Morrison, those kind of popular tunes. And then we were just saying, lots of us were very fortunate to attend School Lakeshire, and there you would have learned tunes, but there were more kind of standard tunes, and lots of newly composed ones by the likes of Paddy O'Brien and Charlie Lennon, those types of tunes. So I think definitely that style of tune was expected. There were sort of flat tunes. You wanted to showcase the best you could do in your instrument or your piece. So I don't think regional styles were as popular, or regional tunes were as popular in the repertoire of the Fleadh for sure. I don't think so.
Is me se clína níalahar agus is as míne chládaí a bara se rídóirú agus samjin seo aniu ag tre na dúirlíne atá sute a gantar bhíne chládaí. Seo waran dar bhainam bannané ruai agus dóla má an tuaran seo ó nólíní chála agus seo waran fa burt ad a bhíon ré le ní na teilire agus iman se le an far rua agus ten far buin a cant snoran seo agus é an éad leis sin near rua agus tá se go fáling ré le bannané ruai. Is taller og gera meg genuity di ei Nagdag med krispis da ne belinje malagan gruan Agus hag med krispis da ne belinje bavenjen an hua Saharich me liv Daniela halom onjarva Nu him sua ser kuarch gekondain mi Zelonje man farualu Aularun shark magri Ni yelin serinya Kejin fa Awalarun sagruam Enanyo glesh Squares Shigram Magriban Enyeruai Ta kranen sagaru awasener blabui Snuar logam semalaway es ledger naskalchin makri Ni in sein spoiser en ardri tavlayes naniu Ariner kawanya regal makri Ta gori mashi se brisun hugara hachruai Ne boltier machil garpes na mil che glasashen suas Orujira han le rachlu Marujira hawanyale on huan Eracher si shalli la pan
So I got into music through my father, who was he was a fiddle player, and it was really late when I started playing music compared to a lot of people, because music wasn't played a lot. We'll say out as a session in the 60s around this area. So when my father would take out the fiddle, we'd annoy him to play Bwaji Elemi, Jimmy Gogola, you know, that nursery rhyme, and he'd have to play that, and we'd jump into the fiddle case and we'd pretend we were the boat going to Gola. And then if he'd start to play a Highland or a reel or anything, we'd say, no, start playing Bwaji Elemi, Jimmy Gogola. So poor Francie was tortured by us. But there was always music in the house, and not alone music, but we always had actors in the house, because he used to write dramas and pantomimes in the Gaelic language, and the pantomimes would be based on old mythological figures from this area, like Balor na Sulnive or Carla Ogna Dua, and these were old stories that he was brought up with. So instead of having your Hansel and Gretel, you'd have Bweri na Shi, and you'd have na Leopardchain, and the stories we were brought up with were about the fairies. And when I went to Dublin, I used to be always worried, not about who was going to mug me, but where the next fairy was going to come from, or a ghost or something. It was kind of very innocent, but that's what we were brought up with, you know. And when you hear that noise sometimes of the wind late at night, you think it's the other world, you know.
Well, I am Teresa Kavanagh, and I was born in Glasgow of grandparents from Donegal. And when I was around about 9 years of age, we moved back to Donegal, which was the best decision my parents ever made. Delighted to be home again. And I suppose growing up in Glasgow, we really hung on to our culture and hung on to the traditions that we knew from home. And so, like many other Donegal families living there, we were sent to music lessons and dancing lessons, and my mum actually was a dancing teacher herself, so we had a steady stream of her students coming in, preparing for the feshes and doing extra rehearsals and things. And of course, we had to do our practice every day, so we were constantly listening to music all the time. And anytime there was family gatherings of any sort, as was always the tradition in Annaghra, where my grandfather was from, there was always an excuse for a sing-song. I've heard of people maybe changing specific tunes or ways of playing things specifically for a competition. I think it's really, really important to delve into the musicians of your area, past and present. I think it's important to have respect for all of that, you know, with language and the landscape from where people are from, and it all ties in together. I think that's a really important element as a whole. But I think the most important thing is to remain true to yourself. And I think music, arts in general, no matter what you're doing, it's an expression of your innermost self. And if you're not honest or true to who you are, you'll never be fulfilled completely. And so I think that's really the most important element of it. But of course, we need to understand where we come from in order to move forward. So I think it is really vitally important that we recognise that.
myself and Paul, when we were growing up, it was as long as one of us won the scholarship to the All-Ireland, we knew we'd definitely have a trip away, because we rarely went on family holidays. So if we got a scholarship, it meant we all had to go to the Fleadh for the week and the weekend. So that was a big thing for us. I never really, regarding solo competitions, I kind of did them all right, but I just really loved the groups, and I'd see the value in that even now teaching, that it does bring maybe people who'll never play on their own. It gives them a chance to kind of get together and play, and it brings a whole kind of community of people together to play.